Is threatening to cut off the Strait of Hormuz to the U.S. over a congressman's call to action over that country's treatment of U.S. sailors earlier this year. National security correspondent Jennifer Griffin tonight on the impact closing the strait would have on the U.S.
A senior Revolutionary Guard commander has threatened to close the Strait of Hormuz, where 1/3 of the world's oil exports pass each day. And Iran's supreme leader tweeted a cartoon showing his troops kicking the U.S. Navy out of the Gulf.
They come here from the other side of the globe and stage war games. What are you doing here? Go back to the Bay of Pigs. Go and hold exercises there. What are you doing in the Persian Gulf? The Persian Gulf is our home.
The threats followed the high seas capture of 10 U.S. Navy sailors in January. The Iranian captors released video of the U.S. sailors crying. Republican Congressman Randy Forbes of Virginia of the House Armed Services Committee has submitted legislation to punish Iran after learning classified details of the humiliation that U.S. sailors endured after being captured by the Iranian Navy. Secretary of State John Kerry thanked the Iranians upon the U.S. sailors' release.
I'm appreciative for the quick and appropriate response of the Iranian authorities. All indications suggest or tell us that our sailors were well taken care of.
They are now giving medals to the people that captured them. And what did the United States do? The United States thanks them for releasing our sailors. And we just believe enough is enough. At some point in time, you have to say what they're doing is just wrong. And so if the administration won't do it, Congress should.
The bill requires Congress to respond to Iran's recent provocations and rethink sanctions should these incidents continue. In December, the Iranians fired unguided rockets 1,500 yards from a U.S. aircraft carrier and flew a drone over the USS Harry Truman on the same day the U.S. sailors were captured. The Pentagon, however, did not seem too concerned when Iran threatened to close one of the world's most vital waterways.
We have our forces present in that part of the world to make sure that there is the free flow of commerce and that certainly American interests are maintained.
A Navy investigation into how those U.S. sailors were captured is expected this month. Sources tell us the sailors may have cut corners by not carrying out a pre-mission brief. Chris?
Jennifer Griffin reporting for the Pentagon. Jennifer, thank you. The administration's controversial Iran nuclear deal could be based on a faulty narrative, one that President Obama's deputy national security